Okay, so hello everyone. Today in this video, we are going to learn about how we can generate an image using JavaScript. Okay, so what we will do basically, we will create image on our document and we will fetch that image using the URL. Okay, what I'm trying to say, please try to understand. What we will do basically, we will create two fields. Okay, one is for URL and one is for image name. Okay, and we will create one button as well. Okay, we will create one button. Okay, so here I will give the URL of the image. Okay, here I will type the URL of the image, right? And here I will write the name of the image. Okay, any name I can write. Okay, image of the image, and here I'll create a button. This is what my button. So when I click on this button, so what will happen? Automatically or dynamically, one image should appear. Okay, okay, whatever URL I'm giving, that image should be visible here when I click on generate button, and I should, okay, after this image means below of this image, I want to see the image name, right? What I want to see, I want to see the image name. Okay, so this is our task basically. We should have image. Okay, it should come something like this. Okay, so let's see how we will make how we will write the code of this. So see, first what I did, I am writing what HTML. In HTML, what we have input. Okay, so we have input field. So we are writing what URL. See how we will write the code. First I will create one index.html file, index.html, right? And I will take the boiler template first. Okay, and I'm writing here what fetch image by URL. Okay, and here what I will do, I'm creating one container. Okay, what is my container name? My container name is input. Okay, this is just an ID. So my container name is input. Okay, and I'm creating two fields. One is for URL, second is for text. Okay, one is for URL input URL. Okay, so input type is what? Type is URL. Type is what? URL, and I don't need ID in this. Okay, okay, ID I'm just giving URL. I can give ID as URL, and then I need what? I need a text field. Okay, so as we have seen here, so we need one URL, okay, field, and we need one image input box. Okay, we need two input box. Right, so what I will do, let me run this code and let's see what we are getting in output. Okay, so in output basically we are getting two fields. Okay, so what I will do, I will give some placeholder also to this field. Okay, so here I'm giving one placeholder. Placeholder is what? Enter URL, and this placeholder is what? Image, enter img name, right? So this two URL I'm giving. Okay, this placeholder I've given here, I will paste the URL, and here I will write the image name, and I need one button. Okay, so for button I'm writing here button, and I'm writing what? Generate. Okay, so what I'm writing? Button generate, and here I will write one on click event handler. Okay, I will write on click. Okay, so on click, and I will write a function name. I can give any function. For example, I'm giving here function name what? Generate, right? So what is my function name? Generate. Okay, so now I have to write the JavaScript. So in order to write the JavaScript, first I need to create one JavaScript file, app.js. Okay, and I need to link this app.js. So using script tag, inside the script tag, there is one attribute called src, and inside the src, I will link my app.js. Right, now what I will do, first I will fetch this fields. Okay, input this field, and I will fetch this field as well. Okay, ID is what I'm giving here, like what ID? Name. I'm giving ID what? Name, and I have to fetch these two fields. Right, we have to fetch. See what we have to do basically, we have to fetch this URL and name. Okay, and we have to fetch main div as well. Okay, what is main div? Like for example, we are writing here inputs. So instead of input, I can write here main. Okay, so means we have to fetch this. So how we will fetch this? First, I will write document dot get element by ID. Okay, so what is the ID? ID is what? Main. Okay, and second is what? Second is what? Second ID is what? URL. I will fetch this URL. Okay, document dot get element by ID, right? And what is the name of this? URL. Okay, I'm fetching with ID. I can fetch by the class name also, but right now I'm using ID only. Okay, document dot get element by ID. And what is the ID name? Here ID name is name itself. So instead of title, I will write here name. Okay, so I will store this where these elements in a variable. Okay, so I will create variable. So in order to create the variable, you can use const, where, and let. So I'm using what? Const here, right? So I'm giving here main div. Okay, this is main div. I'm storing this inside a main div, and I'm writing const, and that is what URL. Okay, or we can say image URL. Any name we can give. Okay, image URL. Right, image URL, and we will store this const image name like that. Okay, now when someone click on this button, okay, so this function will execute. Okay, so we have to write this function definition. So how we can create the function? We will write function, and we will write the function name. What is the function name? Generate. Our function name is generate, right? Our function name is generate. So what we will do now? What we will do now? Basically, we will create an image element. Okay, we will create one image element. Okay, see, in order to display the image, we need an image, because what we have to do, we have to create an image. Okay, and this image is creating by the URL. This image is created by the URL, and this image is creating dynamically. Means in HTML, you can see I'm not using any image tag here. So what I need to do, I will create dynamic image. So how we can create dynamic image? I will write this document dot create element and element name. Which element you want to create? You have to give the element name. So I will write here document dot create element, not the get element, but create element. And which element I want to create? I want to create one image. Okay, and I will store this image inside a variable called image, const image. Okay, so I will write here variable name const. Okay, and image. Okay, and equals to, right? So what happened here? My img, basically my img tag is created, right? My img tag is created, and inside the img, what I need, I need to assign URL to src. So what I will write here, img dot src. Okay, because image attribute, this img attribute has one src. Src, it will come with src. So inside this src, what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign URL. Which URL? The URL coming from, the URL is coming from this image. Okay, this image input box. Okay, this whatever URL we put in this input box, that URL we will fetch, and we will assign that URL in the src. So what I will write here, image img URL. Okay, so what I will write, img URL here, because this URL is coming inside the img URL, right? And then what we have alt. Suppose our name, okay, so we have to do what we have to do. Whatever data is coming, we have to write here image dot URL dot value, because we have to find the value of it. Okay, so we have to write value, right? And image alt. Alt means, suppose if image is not coming due to some server issue or maybe internet issue, so alt message will display, alternative message will display. So I will write what image. What I will write, I can write here text. Okay, we can display only name. Okay, what we will display? We will display image name. So I will write here image name dot value. Right, image name dot value I can display. Okay, after that we can set the image height. Okay, so image dot height, or we can use the CSS in order to control the height of the image. Okay, so it is not mandatory. Then after that, what we have to do? Okay, so we have done height. Now we have to create one paragraph. Why we need to create a paragraph element? In order to give the image name. So we will create one dynamic paragraph tag or element. Okay, so what I will write here? I will write here const. Okay, and I'm writing here para, and inside this variable I'll create a dynamic paragraph element. Create element. Okay, what is the element name? Paragraph element. P means paragraph tag. So I want to create this element, P tag. Okay, so this is what empty P tag. So inside this P tag, what I want to write? I want to write the image name, and image name is coming from this field. The image name is coming from this field. So I will fetch the image name from this field, right? So how I can fetch? I will write here para dot text content. Then para dot text content and image name dot value. Okay, this is the image name is a variable which is fetching value from the field. Okay, this input field. Okay, so like that we have to write. Okay, so after that, what we have to do? Now after that, what I will do? Okay, let's check whether it's working or not. First, let's check whether it's working or not. So where is my output? Here is my output. Okay, so here I will put the URL and here I will write the name. So let me search images. Actually, images. Okay, so I'll go to the image tag and okay, I'm taking this image. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just right click and copy image address. I'll copy the image address and I will paste this image address here. Okay, and here I will give the name. Okay, I can give the name like animal image, right? So what I will write, I will click on generate. So this image is generating or not? It is not generating. Let's check what's the error. So what I will do, I'll go to the inspect. Okay, and I'll see what's the error is coming. Okay, no error is coming. Okay, so let me write one alert here so that we can get to know whether this is working or not. Let me write one alert. I'm just testing whether this function is calling or not. So what I will do, I'll just click here. Okay, so that is calling. So see why our image is not creating. Okay, so what is the problem? So the problem actually is we are creating this dynamic element. We are creating dynamic image tag and we are creating dynamic paragraph tag, but we are not appending these elements on HTML document. Okay, so what we will do here, I will create one div. Okay, what is my div name? I will write here div name is what? Main. Okay, I'm creating main div and here this is what? Inputs. Okay, this div name is inputs. Okay, because it's containing inputs, or more specifically, I can write the div name is contain. Okay, and now see what we have to do. We have two dynamic element. One is image and second one is what? Paragraph. Now I will append this image and paragraph into where I will append this image and paragraph on. Okay, so here I think we need to create one. We have to create one dynamic div here first. Okay, so what I will do, I will write here. Okay, const my div. Okay, I'm creating a dynamic div dot create element, and what's the element name? Div. I'm creating this div. So inside this div, I will append this image and paragraph. Okay, image and paragraph. So how I will append? So I will write here my div dot append. Okay, I will append. So there are two things. One is append child and what second is append only. So when you want to append more than one thing, then you will write what? Then you will write append only. If you want to append single thing, means you will write append child. So I want to append two things. One is image, second is one para. So I will write here image and second one is para I want to append. Okay. So I appended these two things in which div? My div, and I have created this my div also. And after that, I have to append this my div. I have to append this my div to this main div. Okay, to this main div, because whatever dynamic element you are creating using JavaScript, that elements can visible only on index.html, means on HTML file. So that's why we will append here. So how we will append? We already fetched this main ID, main element. Okay, this main element contained by the main div. So here what I will write? I will write here main div dot append child. And what I will append? I will append this my div. Okay, my div, because my div containing what? My div containing two things. One is image variable, and paragraph variable, or we can say element. Okay, so now check whether it's working or not. So let's take an URL, copy image address. Okay, copy image address. I copied this and I'm writing here name animal image. Okay, generate. So this is coming. This is coming, right? It is coming. And if I take any other image, okay, suppose peacock image. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just copy image address. Okay, and what I will do, I will just paste this address here, paste it, okay, and generate. Okay, so it is generating what? Peacock image as well. Okay, so like that we can do. We can apply CSS on it. Okay, we can apply CSS on it. So in order to apply CSS, what we have to do? Basically, we will write here, we will create one style.css. Okay, and we will link this style.css here. Link. Okay, what we have to link? Style.css. Now what we will do? First we will write the basic boiler template. Okay, padding is what? 0. Okay, P0. Okay, M0, margin 0, box sizing, border box. Okay, after that what we have to do? Okay, I want to keep an images. Okay, I want to keep these images in center, or okay, yes, I want to keep these images in center. So what I will do, on this container, I will write the flex properties. Okay, so I will fetch the container, hash container. Alright, and I will write what? Display flex. Okay, justify content center and align items center. Okay, so we have to write these three things in order to make it center. Okay, okay, but it is going center. It is going in center, but we want to keep this in center image. So how image will go in center? Image means this main image is coming on this main div. So we have to center this main div. Okay, not container. We have to write main. Okay. So see, this image is coming. It is center from the top, but I have to keep it center from the I have to keep it center from vertically as well. It's horizontally center, but vertically it is not center. Why? Because let me tell you why it is not vertically center. For example, if I write border here, 2 pixels solid and red, so you can see this is the height of my container. Okay, so I have to increase the height of this container. What I will do here, I will write here height. Height is what? 100 viewport height. Okay, so now it is coming in center. Okay, so I can remove this. Okay, and I can give some padding. Padding means space from the outside. Okay, so I'm giving some outside space. Okay, so like that. So whatever input you will give, it will. And if I copy this image address and if I paste here and XYZ, any name I can give. So my image is coming something like this along with this name, right? I can give the image border. Okay, image border means okay. So we have to give class to the image because this image we have created dynamically now. So that's why we have to give the class image class list dot add. Okay, and I will give the class for example my img. Okay, my img I'm giving the class. So with the help of this dot, okay, class means I will access by the dot my img. Okay, and here I can give the border. Border is what? 10 pixels solid white. Okay, I'm giving box shadow as well. Box shadow 10 pixel and black. The two things I'm giving. So let me generate the image once again. X, Y, Z. Okay, so it is coming something like this. Okay, so how my output is coming? My output is coming something like this. Okay, so if I generate next, so it is coming something like this. But I want some gap between. So what I will do, I'll go to the CSS and here I will write like gap. Okay, flex gap or gap 20 pixel. Okay, so the gap is coming between images, right? And I want to I want to keep this fixed, means when I slide this image left and right, but this should not slide. It should be fixed on one position, right? So what I will do, I will take this container because these inputs are there inside one container. So I will take this container. Okay, and what I will do, I will write here display. Okay, this is already a block element, or you can write display block, but it is already a block element. And I will write position is fixed. Okay, why I'm writing display block? Because this fixed position only work on the block element or inline block elements. Okay, it doesn't work on inline element, but it works on inline block element and block element, right? So see, when I'm sliding images, this will not slide. Okay, and once it generate one image, it should be empty. So what I have to do, I have to go to the JavaScript, and inside the JavaScript, in last, what I will say, okay, where is the input field? This one. Okay, image URL and image name should be empty. Okay, so I will write here image. What's the correct name? Image URL. Okay, I'll make it empty and image name. I'll make it empty, but not like this. We have to write image dot text content. Okay, or directly also we can say what we have to do. We have to write image dot value, image URL dot value, and this value, because we have to make empty the values of it. Okay, so for example, when I generate the image ABC, so it is generating the image. Now our URL is automatically empty. Input field is automatically empty, right? Okay, and we can style it as well. How we can style it? We will just fetch paragraph element. Okay, text align, center. Okay, font size. Font size is 50 pixel. Color is what? Violet. Okay, like that we can do. Okay. So it is coming something like this, and we can say font weight bold. Okay, so something like this is coming. Okay, so this is how we can generate image using JavaScript. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this video. We will create another project in another video. All right, so thank you everyone for watching this video.